Welcome back, folks. In case you missed out, the market is in fine fettle this afternoon. The Nifty is up over 350 points. While we were busy discussing Maggi and biscuits, the market has climbed up further. So just take a look at some of the names. Angel One, of course, has been the star of the show in the broader markets, post good set of numbers. Kalyan Jewellers, Chola Investment, Page Industries, all the consumption favorites are doing pretty well.
You were talking about Maggi and biscuits. Pizza said, hey, hear me out as well, because the intraday chart of Jubilant Foodworks comes up for you. Most of the gains happened just when we were discussing Maggi and biscuits. So that's telling you, that's Page Industries. No, that's the other way. Jubilant Foodworks. There you have it.
You want to throw Zomato into the entire mix. That's up 3.5%. Yesterday I was checking Lemon Tree, a lot of the hotel companies, all of them had fresh 52.
So here's the fact. I will get Maggi and biscuits for you guys. You order the pizza on your Zomato. How does that work?
You know, by the way, talking about Maggi, I just recently saw this viral video. I'm sure you've seen all the food experiments with Maggi. The latest was someone took Maggi and put a raspberry dolly ice cream into it and mixed it up, and that video went viral. So, you know,
it's awful. People are doing it only to get viral. I don't think the person who made it would have eaten it.
Well, anyway, now there's real news which is flashing on the screen, which is Suven Pharma. They have received an establishment inspection report for one of their wholly owned subsidiaries, US FT inspection, which took place. It took place in July. Remember, this was a recent acquisition by Suven Pharma of Casper Pharma, and this particular inspection was actually quite closely tracked. Now they've received an EIR. We don't know what the establishment inspection report entails, because it should probably entail a VAI or an OAI, and that would be indicative of the status of the plant. But we're assuming that it could probably have been cleared by the US FDA. As of now, good news. It seems as though it should be positive news for Suven Pharma.
Okay, well, let's get talking about the market then. We have Ruchit Jain of 5paisa.com who joins in on the show. Ruchit, welcome to the show, and, festive greetings to you ahead of Dussehra. Tell us about the individual stocks, because it looks like, a good problem to have for the traders, a problem of plenty. On the long side, what are you picking for the rest of the day?
Yeah, very good afternoon. Plenty of blessings and plenty of happy Dussehra to your team as well. Well, yes, amidst some good talks on Jubilant Food and all that mouth-watering foods, I'm sorry to say, but I have some medicine stock for recommendation. So Cipla is one of the stock pick which we are recommending to our clients as well, because primarily if you look at the stock, then the pharmaceutical space especially has given a good breakout from a broad consolidation, in which Cipla is trading around its new all-time highs, and on the monthly chart, the last month's close were quite positive. So I think the rally is likely to continue going ahead. So Cipla can be bought at current levels from a short-term trading perspective for a potential targets around 1200 with a stop loss below 1110. And one of the mid-cap name, actually there have been some of the mid-cap stocks which in this last couple of months volatility have stood out quite well. They have shown a relative outperformance and have not shown any price-wise correction. So one of them is Kirloskar Ferrous Industries. If you look at the broader charts, almost of 1.5 years of consolidation was there in this Kirloskar Ferrous stock, and the price have recently given a breakout from that consolidation. And if you look at the volumes pattern, the price up move recently have been accompanied by very good volumes. The volumes are rising, so which is a good sign. And we believe that in short to medium term, the outperformance is likely to continue. So Kirloskar Ferrous can be bought around current levels of 280 with stock below 260 for potential target somewhere around 320 to 325.
Right, Ruchit. Trust Ekta and you to bring some medicinal realism into Sonia and my pizza and Maggi conversation itself. But, you spoke about mid-caps. Just a quick one on a couple of these large caps. They're doing well. Reliance has woken up after a while. HDFC Bank is doing extremely well, and HDFC Limited. So do you have any picks among these three biggies?
Frankly, I think all three mid-cap stocks are showing some pullback move, but this doesn't seem to be a end of a corrective phase. And primarily, even if you look at the markets or the index front, I think just because the bond yields have corrected yesterday and the US markets have shown some pullback move from the previous swing low supports, that's why we are witnessing an up move in Nifty as well. But we are not done with the volatility yet. So I think the large cap stocks, the upside should be limited from here on. And until Nifty surpasses that 17,500 mark, I think this should be just as taken as a pullback. So we are not recommending any significant moves from current levels in these large cap names. But I think more of a stock-specific idea where Reliance Industries could see an extension of this pullback. But again, until market surpasses that 17,500 mark, I think one should stay with cautious and avoid aggressive trades on the on these heavyweights.
Okay, just want to point out that for Suven Pharma, in fact, it was a successful inspection which has taken place by the US FDA, and now they have 3 applications from that particular site which have been approved, because in July the company did not receive any observations when the US FDA did inspect the facility. So yes, it's a go-ahead for Suven Pharma's Hyderabad plant. But thanks, Ruchit, for that. We're going to leave you on that note. Before we take a break, here's some great news for investors. You can track the US market action real time on Money Control. Log on to Money Control website or the app and stay informed about all that matters in the global markets. We'll take a break and be back in a jiffy. Stay tuned.